I remember that my first day of my primary school was in the fall of 2000. The school is located in the city center of Shanghai. It's a modern and well-equipped educational facility with a spacious playground, classrooms, and a variety of other amenities. On the first day of school, I arrived very early to get settled into the new surroundings and meet my classmates and teachers. I was given a tour of the school and spent some time on getting to know with other students in my class and learning about the school's rules and regulations. Throughout the day, I attended a variety of classes such as Chinese, mathematics, music, arts, and physical education, and so on. I had mixed emotions on the first day of school, ranging from excitement and curiosity to nervousness and anxiety. I was eager to start learning and making new friends, but also worry about the challenges that lie ahead, such as adapting to a new school, making new friends, and keeping up with the academic demands of my classes. Overall, the first day of school was an exciting and memorable experience for me as I embarked on a new chapter in my life and began to explore full academic and personal potential.
Today, we're going to describe the first day you went to school that you remember. We're going to talk about how you went there, what happened that day, where the school was, and how you felt on that day. So the day that I want to talk about is my first day of primary school. The school I went to was quite close to where I used to live, so my mom walked me to school, which took about 15 to 20 minutes. It wasn't that long. As for what happened that day, to be honest, I only remember bits and pieces of it. I was only 5, and kids are not really good at remembering things. But the thing that stood out the most for me was that my mom took a picture of me in front of the school gate. And that is actually a tradition of ours. So every first day of the semester, my mom would take a picture of me in the same spot so that you could see my progress over the years. And I guess that's also one of the reasons why I remember this particular incident. Other than that, I remember it to be a pretty normal school day. The teacher showed us around, assigned us seats, and also handed out new class materials, school uniform, and some stationery, I guess. If I have to think really hard, one thing that stuck to me was that we did have some normal classes, and it was quite hard for me to keep up with the whole class, which really frustrated me a lot. I felt like I wasn't as well prepared as my peers. I never attended kindergarten, so I felt the class was way too hard for someone like me. Other than that, I would say that the whole day in general is just not the best day of my life. I was a really shy kid, and it was hard for me to get used to the new environment. And all the new people, all the new class material, and the whole new schedule just overwhelmed me greatly. It's not a very happy story, but it is the first day of my primary.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you about my first day in high school. That's about 2 decades ago. But I still remember it vividly. I still remember that morning, just my parents drove me to school. And before leaving, my mom told me, Nick, to behave yourself. I'm watching you. So just like that, I started my first day in high school. But my school's a pretty good one. It's an elite boarding school. Well, it's got a long history. It's said that many famous people once studied there. Well, we had a beautiful campus. It's situated on the outskirts of the city. It's huge, actually. We had a modern teaching building, a lab, a big library, and there was a standard affordable pitch, a basketball court, a tennis court, and even a big swimming pool. So the environment just great. And I was so happy studying there. All right, so now to make a long story short, I will tell you about what happened in the classroom. So my class teacher just asked me to introduce myself, to other classmates. You know what? I got cold feet and I hadn't prepared anything for it. So I just stood in the front and I didn't know what to do. So later I just did it out like my name, my hobbies, something about my family. It really gave my classmates a good time. They were laughing out loud. They actually just kind of burst into laughter. And some of them even made fun of me. And I was really embarrassed. But later, things went very well. I had to look around the campus. I checked out the library, my dorm, and I put my stuff there. So by the end of the day, I had made some new friends and we were having a good time. Well, I still remembered because, I do have a good memory. I still remember those things that happened years ago. And also I think, that day is very important because it marked the beginning of my high school life, which is a very important period of time in my life. So I still remember it.